Hi, how you doing? It's Justin Saxton here, youth pastor at Forest Park. Today's Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day, and I forgot to wear green, but you know, it is what it is. Not really paying attention to things like that right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm trying to think about where I am, and I kind of flip back and forth all over the place. One minute I think, oh, this is kind of scary, I'm not sure what's going to happen. Next minute, I kind of flip to, okay, let's trust God and let's just go for it. And I keep flipping back and forth and back and forth. I'm nervous about what's ahead. I'm concerned for my family, for our students, and for their families. And then I'm like, okay, God, I'm not sure what to do here, but I'm just trying to trust you. So let's just try to trust. My thought for the day is that it's important to think about how you're feeling. To be honest and to share that with God and maybe a few others. Are you scared? Are you nervous? Are you afraid? Are you mad? Are you happy? Are you thankful? Are you hopeful? But to try to figure out what exactly you're feeling and to be able to share that with God is a great, great thing that we can do. It reminds me of Mark chapter 9. There's a story about a father whose son is sick. In fact, it even says that he's demon possessed and the demon makes him do crazy things, which kind of makes me think, I wonder if my dad ever thought that I was demon possessed at times in my life. I'll have to ask him about that. Probably possible. But so this father takes his son who he's really worried about and goes to the disciples and says, well, can you do something about this? And they say, no, we can't. This is kind of beyond us. We'll have to go to Jesus. So he takes his son to Jesus and says, well, your disciples couldn't really do anything, but if there's anything you can do, that'd be really great. And Jesus says, if. Well, if you believe, all things are possible to those who believe. And the father says, I believe, but help my unbelief. And that's one of my favorite prayers that I've ever prayed, because I often flip back and forth. I believe, but God, help my unbelief. How many times have we said this? How many times have we wondered, well, God, if this, or God, if that? I think the best thing we can do is just to take our if, whatever that is, our doubts, our worries, our uncertainties, take it to God and say, God, I believe, but help my unbelief. So here's my just tip for the day right now. I want to encourage you to take a few minutes, go for a walk outside, just think about what you're feeling. What am I feeling? Is it here? Is it here? Is it this? Is it this? And just be honest and take it to God. And I just want to encourage you to pray that prayer. I believe, but help my unbelief.